Hey, how you doing today? My name is Relyea, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're playing Hollow Knight, and I want to go over a guide on how to complete the Pantheon of the Night. And before we jump in, I want to show you my charm build. I always go with the Sharp Shadow, Mark of Pride, Shaman Stone, and Unbreakable Strength. So let's go ahead and jump right in. We're going to start off with the Enraged Guardian, and I'm going to do my best to not take too much damage as I talk and play through this at the same time, but you basically just want to deal a little bit of damage and then dash through him, and this is where the Sharp Shadow is really going to shine. Unless he gets caught up against a wall, then you can't really do anything. Get your health once it's over. Simple. You shouldn't need help here. When we get over to the Lost Kin, however, you really just want to focus on the Lost Kin and only go after the bubbles when you know that it's safe to attack them. There you go. And then you can also use your spells as much as possible. Even though I don't use my spells enough, they're very helpful just because with those orange balloons floating around, you are going to have plenty of soul. There we go, just downed him. Ooh, see that? Every time you go for those orange balloons, it's almost like he knows that's what you're going for, and that's when he's going to attack. Go. Those little hops are what'll really get you, too. Sometimes when you get him into a corner, you can do a lot of damage. Again, those little hops can be tough, but it's that Sharp Shadow that'll make it a little bit easier. And only sometimes can you get a heal. Ooh, at those times, but whenever he's down. It's like, I got that too. I got that move. Look at that. Those invincibility frames helping out. Try and get some heals in. Boom. Again, Sharp Shadow. There we go, for the win. So we're one mass down, we're going to keep going. And so here we have No Eyes. This is an excellent time to heal if you've got the soul left over. Just try not to chase No Eyes too much and be very careful with your platforming. I mean, there's really not too much to say about this one. Just if you go too far off screen, more than likely there's going to be these things floating around and it's going to be easy to take damage. If No Eyes is too far away and way too far off screen, sometimes it's just better to wait for No Eyes to come to you. There we go. Just always careful if you're jumping low. And if you're good at it, it might be worth it to use the Great Nail Arts, Great Slash. Just so that way every time you do get a hit, it's doing a little bit more damage. I'm just not a big fan of holding down the button for the Nail Arts, like holding down the attack as I'm platforming. It just messes me up. But that's just me. And there we go. Back up to full health and a little bit of extra soul. We'll take it. So now we move on to the Traitor Lord. And again, this is another one where every time he jumps up, you're pretty much good right where you're at. Whenever he charges up like that, you're gonna just dash through him. There we go. So that's one thing that's hard about the Sharp Shadow, is that you dash really far away, so you have to walk away and then walk towards him whenever he slams into the ground. Oh. There you go. He's quick and easy, especially when you've got the Unbreakable Strength. I feel like it goes pretty quick, so whenever he goes up, just walk towards him, and whenever he charges, dash through him. Sharp Shadow makes pretty quick work of him. So here we have the White Defender. And he's not too terribly hard. Whenever he's underground, you can actually use... Ooh, you gotta watch out for those hoop spikes. When he's underground, you can actually use your Desolate Dive to do a little bit of damage. There we go, just kind of go back and forth. Just watch out for his arms. You can also use the Abyss Shriek when he goes up, and you can get a lot of damage off that way. Just be careful, because he does have some range when he's throwing those poop balls. But you also have a chance to heal, too. I mean, I feel like this one does give you quite a bit of a chance when the balls are getting thrown around or whatever. When he's here, you've got a chance to really juggle him. But also watch out that when he comes down, you got to get through those poop spikes. The Abyss Shriek does a lot of damage. Whenever he does that short hop back, there's a chance he's going to slam into the ground. I like the Abyss Shriek when he goes up. Other people like to use the Desolate Dive when he's underground. But, sometimes I miss, you know? It is what it is. Whenever he swims towards you, he's going to come up right underneath you, so always be wary for that. You just always want to dash out of the way whenever it is that swim towards you. So I feel like I'm taking a little bit more damage than I usually do, and that's partially just because I'm talking through this as I go, so please excuse me. I know I'm not the best. It's so much easier to do this when you're not talking to a camera and trying to narrate everything you do as you do it. I'm going to do it without this stuff right here, just because you might not have it, so we're going to keep going. I like to leave all the charms exactly the same the entire way through on this one. So here we got the Failed Champion, and this one's pretty easy. Every time he jumps towards you, you just dash underneath. Every time he jumps away from you, get ready to jump over. And it's that simple. Jumps towards you, jumps away, get ready to jump over, boom, do it again, jumps towards you, there you go. And honestly, a lot of times it helps when I talk it out loud. If you see me on any of my live streams, I talk out loud pretty much the entire time I'm fighting this guy. And you can hit these things towards him. Alright, he jumped away, jump over, oop, even though he jumped towards me, I was alright. So he jumped away, he's going to slam, alright, we're okay. He jumped away, oop, I got lucky that I had enough room. Alright, so I'm not even following my own advice here, I'm just kind of messing up, but that's alright. We're doing okay. Again, we'll hit some of these his way. So he jumped towards, and he still did the slam, that's pretty rare. Jumped towards, jumped away, so we'll go over. I should have went underneath, he jumped away. There we go, on the other side. Oop. Took damage that I didn't need to. I'll get a couple heals real quick. There we go. And then here you can use your Dream Nail to grab that extra soul. Heal. Boom. Back to full health, full soul. It's a nice easy spot for that. So here we have Markoth. And you definitely want to use your Great Slash as much as possible, because you're going to kind of do a hit and run technique with this one. And try not to get hit from those things. I feel like it's almost like when you move less, it does better. And if you can get underneath him and get him stuck, oh man, it's worth it to just put all of your soul into him just to finish him off as quickly as possible. He's one hit away. So granted, it's not always going to be that easy, but just try and do a hit and run with him, and you'll get through Markoth. Markoth? I always mess up his name. You know what I mean. This is another spot where Sharp Shadow is going to come in helpful. Every time they swing, just dash through. Boom, just like that. Easy. And you're going to keep doing that over and over again. And then just watch out for them when they turn into their roly-poly mode. 1, 2. We're going to down one before we mess with the next one. Oof. Just took a little bit of damage. That's alright. We don't want to be in between them. That would be like the worst place you'd want to be. Alright, and so remember, whenever one's off screen, if they're too far away, they're always going to turn into a roly-poly and do their rolling attack. It's only when you're close to them that they're actually going to open up and do their swing. Alright, so one's off screen. I could probably get 2 health on this. There we go. He's doing his jump. If he swings, there we go. Wasn't able to get by both of them. But use your spells when you can, especially if you can get the spells off on more than one of them at the same time. Just like that, we get through these guys. Get through the Watcher Knights. And so next we have the Soul Tyrant. And if you see my health change, it's because I had to fight the Soul Tyrant again. You know what? It's just one of those things. I wasn't talking enough and wasn't giving you guys enough value on how to beat the Soul Tyrant. So, right here, if you do a little jump and use your Abyss Shriek, a lot of times you can do it clean and get a full Abyss Shriek off, which does a ton of damage. Whenever you're shooting these little ball things, you just really need to close the gap and deal as much damage as you can. Sometimes when he does his down strike, you know that he does a little fake out, and also you got a chance to heal right here every time, which is super nice. There we go, just watch out for that fake out. Get your health when he's doing this. Down pogo, and off to the side, a lot of times you can get 2 hits when he's doing that. You're just moving from one side of the room to the next. I just need to be a little bit higher when I did that attack. Go. And if you don't have any soul, sometimes you just need to strike and get out of the way. There we go, there's the 2 hits. There we go, just dash towards him and get that hit off whenever you can. Boom, just like that. Clean Abyss Shriek, and you got a chance to heal right there if you need it. There we go, you also have 1 health right there, and he comes in quick. And as always, just kind of dodge out of the way, waiting for him to do this right here. And your Abyss Shriek is, again, your best friend, allowing you to deal as much damage as possible, dodging whenever you can. Boom, just like that. The Soul Tyrant is down. And so now we're going to move on to the last and final phase here. We got to do the Pure Vessel. And I don't know how in-depth I'm going to get in this guide right here. If you want to see a super in-depth guide on just how to do the Pure Vessel, I'll leave a link down to a video down below. So let's go ahead and move right in. We're going to do the Pure Vessel. I'll do my best to talk my way through it as I'm doing it. Alright, here we go. So dash through that, be ready. Just always jump whenever he's off screen. Dash through those. Whenever he reels back, oop, downed him, easy. Dash through him. Jump. Jump. 1 hit. Dash through it. Get ready with another hit. So this is his second phase. Try to watch out for those. Whenever these spikes come through, I'm going to pause right here. Do you see how they're wider at the bottom and smaller at the top? This is why you see everybody jumping here. It's just because it's really hard to watch out for the bottom. So just jump, and if you're close enough, you can also hit him while you're in between these spikes, but just watch out for the knockback so you don't like hit him and knock yourself back into the spikes. Alright. When he's down, just 1 health. There we go. If you get just out of the way, sometimes you can get a heal off. Always jump. 1 hit. Oop. I got hit there. Jump. Down spike. Oop. Get off screen. Get 1 heal. We're good. Dash. Down again. Oop. So here, you need to just pogo off those things. Down strike. Attack. Get a health off. Get ready. Oop. Jump and dash, and then right there you can get a couple of hits off. There we go. Oops, see, so right there what I messed up was that because I dashed through his first attack using my Shade Cloak, I couldn't use a Shade Cloak a second time. So that was like a really, really bad move. You always want to jump first and then only use your Shade Cloak if you absolutely need it, because if he does 2 attacks right in a row, sometimes you just don't have it available. So continue on. Again, you get that 1 health. Ooh, again, see, I used my Shade Cloak for no reason there. Dash through, there we go. And there we go, just like that, we beat the Pure Vessel, and we finish the Pantheon of the Night. If you found this video helpful and you want even more Hollow Knight tips, tricks, and how-to videos, be sure to subscribe. My name is Relyea, and I'll talk to you again more soon.